Linden Boulevard, represent, Tribe Called Quest, represent. When the mic is in my hand, I'm never hesitant. My favorite jam back in the day was Eric B for president. Rude boy composer, step to me, you're over. Brothers wanna flex.
Yo, CODA Brothers vlog story.
Yeah.
All right, we want to share a story with you all today that only can apply to CODAs. So if you are watching and you are a CODA, or you're deaf and you've given birth to CODAs, and you want to share similar experiences and feelings, feel free to share by posting comments or possibly a vlog yourself. We want to hear and watch yourself. Okay?
Yeah!
Yeah, now this story happened to us back in
1982.
the day, when we were little boys.
I was probably 6, maybe,
Yeah,
7.
maybe I was 5. I'm younger.
I was older and I always beat you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I accept it. All right, we were really sick.
We were so
had
sick.
Colds and sore throats.
I can remember Ben had, black circles under his eyes. He looked like, what a raccoon is. So he looked like he was a raccoon. And maybe he had the swine flu. I don't know. What would they call it back in the 80s? There was no swine flu label for anything.
H1N1, man. And I remember, you had massive diarrhea.
Oh,
it was
horrible.
Insane.
I can remember maybe before that, I was outside playing with a squirrel. I was petting the squirrel. Maybe it influenced me with disease. Maybe the squirrel flu. I don't know.
H2N2. Yeah, my dad was off printing, right?
Yes, printing.
Okay, so he was at work.
Oh, hold up, Ben. My dad
give
worked
him props.
really, really hard. He was a printing press guy, and huge props to my dad. I love you, man.
He's the man. All right, now the two of us, we were sick, and Mom came over and she checked our temperatures, make sure everything's all right.
She knew it was time to go in to the clinic.
Yeah, okay, it was time to get to go to the doctor. And who made the appointment? The
I
oldest
called,
son.
of course. Ben was ignorant.
So he called the doctor, and the secretary said, "Yeah, come on, you can have an appointment today. Come on,
right now, get in here."
All right, so the three of us hopped into our Escort, and we hopped in and we took off.
I loved being in the car. Even though I was sick, I had so much fun in the back seat. I'd pull Ben down and I just smash him, man.
You're crazy. Okay, we got to the doctor. That they have those automatic door sensors. We thought it was so cool.
You know that if you crawl on your hands and your knees, the sensor can't see you. And so I bumped my head to the door.
So we go up to the secretary. The three of us got up to there and said, "Hey, Andy, tell him we're here." So
I said, "Hey, we are here. Look at us."
So the secretary said, "Get over to the waiting area over there with magazines and books."
Man, the waiting area.
So we were waiting.
I may have a touch of ADHD.
Oh, a bit.
I remember looking at magazines, and I threw them in the air because they were boring to me after one sentence. I threw everything. My mom's like, "Finish!"
Yeah, those highlight magazines. Yeah.
Ben just sat there.
I just sat there quietly.
Hey, he's very shy. Almost like, what a hermit is? A guy with a beard and a big belly. That's what Ben acted like his whole life till he was 18.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I accept that. Yeah, I did. All right, now, waiting. Now, the nurse, she opened the door and said,
hey
Wilson
everybody,
boys.
Andy and Ben.
And I said, what'd she say?
I honestly knew what to do. Say, hey, Mom, they're calling us. Let's get in.
So we knew that. So we went in, and of course, the nurse...
she closed the door and opened that little tag outside the door.
She checked our height and weight and everything. Then we got into the... waiting to the doctor's private room, and we were waiting in there, waiting so patiently.
I love the doctor's office. Man, the ear thing, I pull off the wall, I'm sticking it as you're looking in there. I could see a wax build up like you wouldn't believe.
It's true.
Wicked awesome.
No, that's true. All right, so we're waiting for the doctor to get there, and the doctor got there, and he was in. Now, he met over with my mom. It was no interpreter, so my mom and him had a little notepad and paper and pen, and they were
sometimes we'd interpret if they needed us.
Yeah, but we didn't really see what they were talking about. So they were going back and forth with each other, and the doctor came over to us.
Ben went first. He sat on the table, the paper on the table. His little ass is sitting up there on the paper.
Then they checked our hearing, checked our ears and our nose and our everything, and then the doctor went back to my mom and wrote back and forth.
Yeah.
And my mom, she read it. And Mom said to me, she said, "Oh, tell the doctor we have a cubifier."
Yeah, a cubifier.
And I said, "Yeah, that's fine." I
copied it.
I copied her voice. I said, "Hey, Doc, we have a cubifier." Cubifier. And the doctor was puzzled. He said, "You have
what's that?
A cube?"
So my mom
fire?
said maybe Ben was ignorant and didn't say it right. So I said, "Yeah, we've got a cubifier." The cubifier?
Yeah, my mom said, what? She was confused with what was going on, too. And the doctor, he went out of the room right away. You know, he took
And my
off.
mom said, "What do you guys say to him?" I
Yeah,
told you,
we
cube
told
of
him.
fire. I said,
We
"Yeah,
have
you know the smoke that comes out of it, the cube
Yeah.
of fire."
Yeah, and the doctor came up with 2 other doctors, so there was 3 doctors in, and all 3 of them. And there was a younger doctor that said, "Hey guys, what do you guys have?"
We said a cube of
I said,
fire.
Yeah, we have a cube of fire. We have a cube of fire. You know, a big box with that smoke
Yeah, the
comes out of
smoke.
it.
Yeah.
We have it. And the 3 of them looked at each other and thought, "What in the world?"
So my mom said, "No, let me write this down," and she showed it to the doctor.
Humidifier.
Ah, that's a CODA story. Hey, don't forget your must. We love you, ASL.
Don't forget your stash.
Look at this stash. I am awesome.
Look at your stash.
Look at it. Post your stash up on the Facebook page.
Show your
Oh.
mustache on our Facebook page. Go there and we
Go
want to
there
see
right now.
all of your
Let
support
me see your stash.
for ASL.
Yeah.
Sponsor your mustachios.
Yum, yum, yum. I gotta clean my stash up.